All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. We are going to see who regrets hurting you. You may be able to see the girls behind me. You will notice in the next week their cage will be extending all along this wall on the top so you guys can see them on top. And then I'll have my sweet little baby rabbits on the bottom. I'm getting a new rabbit this weekend, you guys. I'll post a picture for you to see. All right. So a few things. I heard for this reading, some of you could use essential oils, okay? So this may or may not resonate for you. If you do, I also am hearing the song Shine Bright, Shine Far, Be a Star. That song is from the movie Life Size off of Disney Channel from years ago. But I'm hearing that. So some of you could be shining really bright. Some of you could be looking like a literal star to someone right now. Someone who has a sense of regret around what they did. And maybe your intuition's telling you this. Maybe your intuition's telling you that there was some sort of devil energy, some sort of dynamic connection. This could have been a trauma bonded connection. This could be a connection where it was unhealthy. It was like, you know what? What does Lonnie Love call it? That struggle love. This is that struggle love, okay? Some of you, it could be. Whatever it is, though, there was something unhealthy about the dynamic. And what I'm getting is that you knew. Deep down, you were like, you know what? They're going to regret this. They're going to regret how they're treating me. They're going to regret all of it. I think you knew deep down this person would regret everything. Maybe there's been 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. There could be some sort of resting, renewing, reflecting, and healing that's taken place. Over some sort of love. Yeah, there could be something here where someone regrets being so defensive and so guarded towards some sort of love offer. This could have been someone that you were with that was hard to love. I mean, here's the thing. All of us have been hard to love at one point in our life or another. And if you haven't been, you probably will be before you die. I'm getting that whoever this is was hard to love. They had a very defensive, guarded energy. I'm getting that there is something here about it seeming like it wasn't fair. Yeah. Things moving forward. What is this justice here? What is the balancing of the scales? Yeah. Someone could have definitely thought that you weren't going to find out about something that they were doing behind your back. There was some sort of shady energy going on. They didn't think that you were going to find out. They could have lied. They could have cheated. They could have stole. They could have just been a runaround boy, girl, whatever we want to call it. This person just was very shady, very sneaky. And that could have been the balancing of the scales. Is that this person could have done some really crappy things behind your back, and they were doing it very quickly. They were running around town like it was going out of style, thinking it wasn't going to stop them. But something could have took place. And there could have been a lot of resting that's taken place since then that's made this person recognize why they had such a defensive energy. Yeah, it could have been a message of truth, a message of bad news. There could have been a conversation that you had with this person where you were blunt with them. Give me more for why this person regrets hurting you, though. What is it? Oh, because they had a lot of love for you. They cared for you. But maybe this person didn't know how to express their love. It come out kind of sideways as well. So I'm kind of feeling like whoever you were attached to was emotionally immature, emotionally unavailable, emotionally naive. This is someone who has a hard time expressing their emotions. This is someone who has a hard time understanding their emotions. This is someone who is kind of like a 9 or 10, well, hold on, no, let me go down. Kind of like a 4 or 5-year-old. Someone who releases their emotions in a way. They could have threw tantrums. It could have been something where you were like, what is your fucking deal? And they could have been like, well, this is the problem. And you could have been like, okay, well, we don't got to act like that. Like, why are we? There could have been something here where this person's emotions were very all over the place. And they could be realizing that they regret hurting you because there was some sort of love that they had for you. But in the same sense, just because someone can love us doesn't mean it's the way that we need to be loved. It doesn't mean it's a healthy love. And if this person was coming out sideways, I would argue that maybe this person didn't even truly know how to love at all. And you could have got the part of them where you were like, this is how you love. Yeah, because they didn't know how. They didn't know any better. When it come to emotions, that was very different, new, unique. Like there was a lot of words we could pick for emotions. And I think this person's been doing a lot of reflection on why would it make sense to treat someone like that if you love them. I think this person's been obsessively thinking about this for some time. Yeah, you could be very abundant right now. You've done the work. Abundance is flowing to you. You have some sort of boundary up with whoever this is. And maybe there's something here where they regret. Yeah, because you've learned some sort of lesson. Your soul remembers this connection. You've learned the lesson. Why do they regret hurting you? They're feeling really discontent. So this person's not happy. This person's not happy where life is right now. Yeah, because they feel like you're at a crossroads. At the end of the day, you get to choose whether or not you want this person back. And you completed a cycle and you left them behind. You said, I'm done. We're not doing this. We're closing this chapter. You said, you know what? We're closing the fucking book. We're going to put it on the shelf. We're going to let that baby collect dust. And the next time I want this book picked up is when my body's going in a grave and you guys are going through my home. That's how you are with this connection. And this person could regret it because they know that you're at a crossroads. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Who do I want to have in my life? And they know that you picking them is the last thing on your mind. You have firm boundaries now with this person. And that's the fairness. That's things coming out just. Is that you've moved on or you've moved along. And again, this person could have lied. This person could have lied in a lot of ways. Okay, so here's the thing. This person could have had someone else. That's ended. They could have been very attracted to that person. It could have been a connection that was just based off of passion and nothing else. But that connection really taught them everything that they needed to know. And it also taught them why they couldn't have the person that you are. Why they got this person. Okay? Now here's the thing. The person that they went to is a good person. But it's someone who is very self-relying. And I would even say selfish. So this person could have even lied to themselves and said, Pisces is going to regret leaving me behind, kicking me out the door, letting me leave, not fighting for me. But that wasn't the truth either. There was some sense of new beginning, new passion, new urge to create that really overtook you. And I think it took you in a different direction. Ma'am, can you quit chewing on that, please? You're being really loud. And maybe it's funny because I was telling her how she was being really loud. And the first thing I heard is, your exit spoke volumes. Huh. I don't know what that means. Now, let's keep in mind, an exit doesn't mean you taking yourself out of something. It could. You could have literally exited something. Or it could be that this person did what they needed to do and you matched that. It's an energy of, well, I'm going to do what I need to do. You're not going to know about it. I'm going to keep this a secret. I'm going to be out here living my best single life. But when I come home, we're together. You could have then said, okay, bet. I take that energy and I raise you. Love don't live here anymore. I'm closing this door so quick in your face, it's probably going to break your nose. This person, I don't think, really thought you were ever going to treat them that way. It's like you took your power back. You looked the fear straight in its face and said, what the f am I scared of? Nothing. And you did what you needed to do. And that was you learning this lesson. And now this person regrets it because I do feel like they underestimated your ability to sneak away, your ability to look fear and the deception in the eyes and say, this is not true. This is not true. Why do they regret hurting you? Yeah, doing a lot of self-reflection on the petty arguments, petty gossip, conflict, disagreements, maybe even jealousy. So they're doing a lot of self-reflection on the things that got in the way. Why did I let these arguments then push me to do this, this, and this? Why did I allow us disagreeing to push me to do this and this and this? Why did I allow myself to get so jealous that I would then do this? Doing a lot of self-reflection on the devil energy as well. That's that unhealthy energy. I think this person is recognizing, I was about to say with the Ten of Swords coming out too, this person's recognizing the part that they played in this ending and their own heartbreak. Yeah. Feeling like there's a blockage when it comes to you changing your perspective and getting back with them. This is someone who wants to reunite with you. This is someone who wants a second chance, but they feel like you would never change your mind. This is someone who's like, you know, me and Pisces has really had our fair share of hard days. And I know that the naive Pisces that maybe I once had is not naive anymore. If anything, there is a blockage. There is 165% of blockage. And the blockage is that you would have to change your perspective and see a whole different side of me for you to even open yourself up and for us to have this union, for us to have this reunion, for us to be what we used to be. It's like this person wants nothing more than those good days. This could be someone you used to be married to or you were in a significant connection with. I'm getting it. I'm getting that this could be someone you were married to, were in a significant connection with, you guys separated, they thought that they did what was best for them, and maybe at the time they did. They could have even went to someone else, dated someone else. They could have been cheating on you. They could have been entertaining other people. They could have been very defensive towards you. Again, you learned the lesson though. You brought the ending or you allowed the ending to take place. And you moved forward. Double Chariot. So you moved forward. And I would even say you moved forward quickly. Yeah, the devil. Wanting to put in the effort, the time, the dedication. Wanting to communicate about how they want to have a conversation about how the connection would never be what it used to be. Nine of Cups. But here's the thing. The message of truth could be that this person has a tendency to indulge. This person does not have self-control. I'm going to be honest with you. This person doesn't have self-control. This is someone that, you know, the message of truth or a message of bad news could be, yeah, they want to come in and say, listen, the toxicity that we used to have is done. It's over. We can really have this connection. Let's get remarried. Let's do this. I promise you I'm a different person. I'm not saying they ain't right. They could be a different person. What I'm saying is that the message of truth or the inquisitive energy you need to have is, okay, you're a different person, but can you say no to your indulgences? Can you say no to that person that you think is just so sexy that you turn around and go, no, I'm married, I can't deal with you? Can you say no to those substances that you once chose over us and our family? That's what I'm getting. It isn't necessarily, you know, you learned the lesson. I think this person is starting to grasp it, but I think it's more of a, if we give this another shot, are you wanting another shot because it seems like this is the ultimate fulfillment? Or do you want another shot because you're really going to try? I really, really, really think that's where the inquisitive energy needs to come in at. That's where you need to really do that deep diving with this person and say, you tell me you're different, but are you? Are you? So let's throw that out there. Because I do feel like deep down and genuinely, this person wants nothing more than another shot. Yeah, but maybe that's the thing here. Maybe that's the fairness. Maybe that's the justice, is that this person's got to learn how to balance the scales. This person's got to learn how to take a leap, take a risk, have success and victory, and really build a sense of stability. And I think that's the juggling energy, is that What I'm getting is that this person doesn't understand. Here's the thing. When you're married and you have children and you have animals and you have a spouse, that is a lot of work. People do not talk about that enough. There are going to be times you're lonely. There are going to be times where you're thinking, fuck, I wish I wouldn't have had these kids and got all these animals and met this spouse. But there are also days where it feels so fulfilling that it outweighs the days where you're like, why did I do this? What I'm getting is that this person isn't understanding how lonely that kind of life is for them. And I think this person does want to be with you and they regret hurting you. But I also don't think that this person has really done the in-depth searching to say, but does a marriage, does being with you and growing a sense of stability and being attached to you, because that's what marriage is, it's attachment. You are attached to that person by the government and by everything else. Like, I mean, you attach. I don't think this person's really asked themselves, is that fulfilling to me? And if I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like the reason this person tends to chase after the indulgences is because there is a feeling that they get from that. And it's a feeling they don't get in a connection, building something with someone. I don't know if it's the chase. What is it? What is it that this person gets so addicted to? Is it the chase? What is it exactly? Yeah, I think it's the strength and the courage, and I think it's things moving quickly. I think, okay, so if any of you's ever been in a connection, some of us get in dynamics where within a few years, you're with them, you're dating, you're married, you've moved, you have children, you've got animals. It's like things start going very quickly. And before you know it, everything settles and the real world starts happening. You guys are fighting over bills. You guys are fighting over the kids. You're fighting over who's going to take the animal to the vet. One of you's lost a job. Now you're struggling for money. Life sets in. I'm getting that this person enjoys the quick movement, the quick action, the chase, the passion, the chemistry, the fun. It's like, that's what they're crazy about. That's what really fuels them. And I think that's a lesson here, is that this person, I don't think they truly know themselves. Yes, they have regrets, but I think your intuition is going to tell you that they're not, this is someone who's not husband or wife material. They're not someone that you want to build a family or a foundation with. They're really selfish, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I think that's what they have to learn, is that they have always felt, what I'm getting is that the life that they want is the life they shouldn't live. It's not a life that's meant for them, but it's a life that people have told them they need. So this would be someone who wants to be single, but people tell them, no, you should be married. This is someone who doesn't want kids. No, you should have kids. And it's like this person's got to recognize that there's a part of them that does not feel fulfilled by that. I think they feel fulfilled with you, and they regret not being able to get through this conflict, the petty arguments, the disagreements, the jealousy. They regret not being able to fix it. But I think the reason that they didn't fix it is because, hold on, I'm hearing that song. It's Not in My Blood. Is that the song? Yeah. It's like this person's not capable, so to speak. And that's the justice happening. This is fair. They were never meant to have you to begin with in that way, in that aspect. And that's the reason you're not going to change your mind, is because I think you're going to see it clear as day, is that this person chases the fine things, the good things, the fun things, the quick things. This person likes to go out, drink, have fun, live life on the edge, act like they're going to die tomorrow. If I want to go out and drink tonight, that's what I'm going to do. If I want to call into work tomorrow, that's what I'm going to do. This person lives a very indulgence, what do I want to do at this moment type of life. And I don't think they see that yet. I think you're going to see it before they do. I do think, though, this person's always going to regret whatever happened, But I will say that I don't necessarily think that you're going to see this person. This is going to be someone that even if they get in connections, get married, have children, it's not going to last that long. Because deep down, they never feel fulfilled by it. It's not truly what they want. They always feel like something's missing. But again, they're in some sense of a self-imposed prison and they're not able to see it clearly. Because I think they're focused on you. They're focused on how they regret what happened, how they regret that they couldn't fix it, how they regret that this was toxic. But I would argue with the devil, it could have been toxic because maybe the way you thought a dynamic should be and the way this person thought a dynamic should be does not match because you guys don't want the same thing. And again, this ending hurt them because I really do think that they wanted to make it work with you. But I think you're also going to be the one that helps them see that the reason it couldn't work is because it wasn't what they were meant to have. This wasn't what it was meant to be. I'm not supposed to be with you in that way. And again, this could be someone who's needing to get control over that side of them, needing to understand their self, needing to see their self in that way so they can understand, okay, I chase temporary fulfillment. I chase the things that make me feel good that moment. When you're married and you have children, you don't always feel good. Like there are some nights you go to bed and you like, I can't stand this household. Like I'm just ready to run away. Like that is life sometimes. And I feel like this person, they have a very simple mind. Awakening. Yeah, they're going through some sort of an awakening. Having a lot of regret, but this was destined. So I think this person is going to start understanding their self more because of you. I'm hearing that song, Because of You, Kelly Clarkson. I was so young. I was so young, you should have known better than to lean on me. So yeah, maybe this is a connection where you guys got together when you were super young. They could regret that things fell apart, but they could be going through some sense of a spiritual transformation, feeling remorse for what happened, but really maybe even starting to understand themselves on a different level. I would argue that you understand this person more than they understand their self. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. Have a blessed day, guys.